Okay, welcome back to RMJVapes. Last week I mentioned in my video that I was going to be reviewing the iTaste MVP from Innokin, and that's what I'm going to do. This is roughly about a $60 variable voltage box mod for most places you go. What I have on here right now is the Aspire Nautilus, and that'll be a review for another day. But let's really get in, dive up close real quick, show you the features of this, and then we'll come back out to normal view and give you my final thoughts on the iTaste MVP. Okay, so this is the iTaste MVP from Innokin. This is pretty much how it looks coming out the box, minus this. So screw this off because this comes with the Nautilus, and that's another review for another day. So that's it. You got your 510 connector in there. Also has Ego threading, and the tank that comes with the MVP is an Ego threaded tank. Now this is on, so I turn it off. So now that it's off, unlike Ego batteries where it's 5 clicks, this is actually only 3 clicks. Goes through, and now you're on. See, it turns green. Now that's pretty much the on and off features. That's it, basically. This is a really simple mod. Here's where you control your watts or your voltage, depends on what you're choosing to do. But also what you can do, if you hold both buttons down, you see it says 000. It's because it's trying to read the ohms of an atomizer that's on here. So let me put the Nautilus back on. And I believe this is a 1.9 ohm coil, if memory serves. Yeah, 1.9. So that's it, and it's showing you what it's going to be shooting at 3.8 volts. But to actually adjust your volts, at the bottom it says U on this button, and that's going to be your volts. Up top is P for power, and we'll get to that in a minute, but that's your watts. So you're going to hold this, and it shows 1. That's how many puffs you've taken since you last reset it, and I held it not too long, so now it's at 3.8 volts, and now you can cycle through your volts, and it goes from 3.3 volts all the way up to 5 volts, and that might not be enough for some people, but it's not bad for this particular piece. Now let me just get out of that. Now let's hold the top button. Now you're on your watts. It goes from 6 all the way up to 11 in increments of 0.5. Again, 11 is not that big, but for anyone who hasn't done variable voltage or variable wattage, it's not that bad, and the button's really sturdy. And a lot of people like this. I'm still up in the air on it. But let's get back out to normal view and give you my final thoughts on it. Okay, so that's the basics behind this. Really nice-ish mod. I'll be honest with you, I had a V1 when they first came out. This is my wife's, and I vowed never to use it again. But the vapor production on it, I'm not really that thrilled with. I wish it would produce better. Oh yeah, and one other thing I did not cover in the up close. On the bottom, you got your charger and everything, and you can pass through, so you can vape on it while it's charging, but it also has a feature, USB in here, where you can charge other devices off of this. I do not recommend it because it kills your battery like a motherfucker. So be very leery if you're going to be doing that. But back to the actual mod itself. Like I said, for 60 bucks, it's a good upgrade, but I'm really not into this. I've used many different tanks on this, and all the vapor production is all pretty much the same. And I know some people that say they can get mass amounts of vapor production off this. I've never been able to, and no one I've known who's used this particular one that I have, which is my wife's, has never been able to really do much off of it, fully charged or on the brink of disaster, with the battery dying. And that's pretty much what it is. Like I said, you can get this if you cannot find this at a vape shop near you. You should not be shopping at that store because they're useless. Because this, the MVP is literally every vape shop you can fucking imagine. If there's a vape shop, they have it. It's one of the most popular that in the Arizona area that everybody seems to fucking have. I don't get it. It's got a nice button, like I said, but that's pretty much it. I really don't get into the whole fandango of the iTaste MVP. My wife likes it, so that's all that matters with this one. But yeah, if you have any thoughts or comments on the MVP, I'd like to hear from you. Leave them in the comments below or email me at rmjvape@gmail.com. Stay tuned where I start getting into mechanical mods and tank reviews. And I was going to review a juice review today. Got a bottle of the standard Dead Man's Party, but I actually want to vape on it a little bit longer before I put my views out there, because my viewpoints right now might change on it, and I don't want to jump the gun on my review. So stay tuned for that, and subscribe to the channel, share, and continue to vape.